Good morning, everybody. Hey, this is PJ with RPM, and it's Friday morning, a little bit after 10 o'clock, and we're going to get the day started. It's already kind of mist and it's rainy, it's overcast. See if you guys can. I don't know what's up with my camera, man. Anywho, it is what it is, right? So, like I was telling you guys yesterday, and I'm sorry about the last video there. Hey guys, I'm still learning when and where to stop and pick back up, and I promise you guys, when I get the crown molding in the ATV Lodge, they have guests there. That's on me. It's a slope ceiling. Some folks call them cathedral ceilings, and I've always just called them a slope ceiling myself. So you got, a straight angle coming across, and you have the other trim crown going up to it, so you have an odd, you got one miter that's, you just got it's a very odd angle. And most of the time, most of what I've done as far as crown goes is just standard, box, all level. It's rare to find two corners in a home that is absolutely square and plumb, and it just, it's great if you do, but anyway, I played with it and till late that night, and even coping, I still couldn't get the right angle. So we just had to clean up because she had guests coming in, ATVers coming in for the next few days. So I will be back on that Monday morning. So until then, I still got the cemetery hanging over my head. I've probably got a good, I'm sitting here looking up at it right now. I've probably got a good 40 yards wide and about 75 foot back to clear cut, drag, stack, and then get rid of the brush. That's, those two things are really about the only thing holding, that's hanging over me. So today, while my helper he works full-time, third shift, and so we're going to get back on that next week as well. And as far as it's not really an announcement. I've decided, I've been doing a lot of soul searching. I've always been a Husqvarna guy. Everything I have, power equipment, other than some stuff that I picked up, it was basically brand new. Some of them actually still had the stickers on them, but I bought them used pretty much. It's Cub Cadet power equipment. They're okay, don't get me wrong, but where I'm at up here, mountainsides, clear cutting and stuff like that, it just doesn't cut it, no pun intended. As you guys seen in one of my last videos with the copperhead there, I literally snapped the engine off the back. It just dangled. Literally the engine broke. The steel shaft in the middle that supports the engine just snapped off, and the engine was dangling. That one's gone. So I'm going to salvage the parts off it. I had another Cub Cadet that I have a total of 3 of them. I bought in a package deal, like I said, and so I'm going to take the gas tank. I had one that had a split in the tank. How that happened, I have no idea. And it had a bad carburetor. And like I said, basically brand new. It's just, that's the way it came. And the guy was wanting to let go of it, and then, hey, so be it. So I'm going to salvage the parts off the one that is shot and get the other one going. And I have the other one I just got out of the shop. It's a SS270 Cub Cadet. It's a little bit heavier. And it's running like a champ for now. So we'll see how long it lasts up here on the cemetery, dropping saplings and trees and stuff. So we'll see. But I said all that to say this, I digress. I have officially pretty much decided that I'm going to swap to steel. This is steel country. Everyone here, if you don't have a steel, man, you get picked on pretty bad. I like Husqvarna. I've had excellent service from Husqvarna. Don't get me wrong, I love them. That's all I've ever owned and ran, minus the Cub Cadets. My backpack blower is a BT150 Husqvarna. My trimmer, again, my main trimmer is a 224 L4 stroke Husqvarna with a Echo Speed Feed 400 head. Wicked, heavy, But if you are man enough to hold on, it's 6 years old. I've never even put a priming bulb in it. This thing is just a beast that you guys see in my videos. That is a Husqvarna 224. They don't actually produce them anymore. You can still find them, but they don't make them. And I love it. I'm sorry, guys. I've heard so many horror stories about Husqvarna. I guess I'm just one in a million. It has just absolutely ran like a champ. Now today may be my day, but yeah. But you know, I finally I've never even owned a steel, never ran a steel. I couldn't tell you. I do run steel string. I have steel clear cutting blades, and those what we call, it looks like a circular saw blade, and that's what I use to clear cut with. And I finally got to play with a steel. Greg, my helper, he just bought an FS56 RC, and I got to play with it, got to demo it. Through and by one of our local steel shops. You know, they're trying to get some business from me, and I demoed a FS56, and man, I loved it. And my helper Greg, he ended up purchasing that very unit, and so I love the FS56. It's a great unit. I don't think it's going to be big enough for me. I'm looking at least probably FS90 or higher. However, I'm getting ready to purchase the HP Ultra oil. I also got to demo the oil, and I could not believe the performance difference is daylight, you know, dark and daylight. I mean, it just, man, it's just absolutely phenomenal, this oil. Guys, up here again, not I'm bragging or anything. I mean, I've lived in the city, and I'm, you know, back in the mountains where I was born and raised. Up here, legitimately, everything is double. I mean, as far as hard, everything's on a slope, an incline, a mountainside, a hillside. There is no flat land up here. I have very few yards. I could probably count on one hand how many flat, you know, yards I have. Everything's, you know, even the yards here are tight. There's either fences, whatnots in the yard, garages, carports. I mean, the lawns here are tight, and most of them are on a slope or a mountainside. Here in southern West Virginia, everybody, you know, a lot of people build homes on a mountainside. I know. Here's an example. If you guys can see that, I don't know, through and by, no, my windshield's dirty, excuse me. And my camera's not focusing for some reason on YouTube capture, but that blur back there in the middle, that's a home. Okay, a nice home at that. That's my neighbor. I'm sitting in my driveway, and that's my neighbor's home. It happens to be on the side of a mountain. Okay, I mean, that's just up here. I mean, you don't have no choice. You know, I mean, it's, you know, it's not a you know, metropolis, or it's not a metropolitan area. It's not a city. So I said that to say this. I digress yet again. You know, here, as far as your power equipment goes, everything has to work twice as hard. Your engine's running twice as hard. You know, everything up here is just lush. It's green. It just grows, man. I mean, if it rains here and we get a day of sunshine, watch out. I mean, it's just, I mean, it constantly rains here. We've got more rain here this year, like everyone else, more than usual. And you know, we've had 3-4 days of sunshine, and it's hard. I mean, when you're so low, man, it's hard to keep up. I mean, it really is. So I said that to say this. You know, your power equipment here runs. It runs hard, and it runs hot. And I had a chance to try out a gallon of the HP Ultra oil in my mix, and I just could not believe the difference, man. I mean, better performance, better, I mean, more torque, more. It just seemed like everything just ran twice better, to the point where I'm convinced. I'm the type of guy, I work hard, guys. I mean, I'm not bragging, by no means. I'm not. Anybody that around here local who knows me, they will tell you. I do not stop. I'll be 42 next month, and you know, I get it done. I'm the type of guy, when I purchase something, it has to impress me. My motto, my personal motto in life is, I don't keep up with my equipment. My equipment keeps up with me. It has to keep up with me. It has to perform. If not, it's out of here. I mean, I just cannot afford to run junk. I don't. I'm the odd guy. When I do your lawn, I literally get down, and if I find a blade of grass sticking up, I don't just pluck it. I'll mow again. Most of my customers get 2 cuts for the price of 1. That's just me. If before I take my customers' money, I always ask myself, would I pay for that? You know, and maybe that might be a lesson from some, for some of you guys. If you look at your finished product, and in the back of your mind, if your conscience is telling you, I wouldn't pay for that, then why would your customer? If I'm not pleased with it, how can the person that's about to dig deep down in their pocket to hand me their hard-earned money, how are they going to be satisfied with it? And I'm not just saying that's truly my mentality. That's why it takes me a little bit longer on each yard, because here everything is word of mouth. You know what I mean? And it could make you or break you. I have a Facebook page for my business. I have an Instagram page for my business, and now I'm on YouTube. And the YouTube page is not necessarily about landscaping, as I've said before. I really just want to showcase the area where I live. So many people across America take something so vital for granted sometimes, which is power, electricity. And this is one of the hot spots for coal. I mean, this is where coal is king. Like coal or not, right now, that's where the majority of your power comes from, folks. And that's what, I'm trying to showcase and see and let folks see a little bit, what it's like to be on the other side of the tracks, be up in the mountains, and what it's like in the mountain way of life, pretty much. I mean, to kind of get away from the city. And I mean, it's, in a town with no traffic lights, the nearest traffic light to me is probably an hour. You know what I mean? Well, other than one of the little towns there, and I forgot about that. I'm sorry. There is one about 10 minutes down the road, I guess. Sorry. So, and that's what it's about. I want to kind of put my hometown on the spotlight. We have awesome scenery, tourism, the ATV trails. I was telling you, Hatfield. When I say Hatfield McCoy, guys, I meant to tell you that this area, this county, is home of the Hatfield McCoy family feud. The Hatfields McCoys. You guys have read that about history. That's where I'm at. If you've ever heard of the Hatfields and McCoys, the 2 family feuds, killing, blah, 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 this is it. This is where it took place. As a matter of fact, put another spotlight on this town. For those of you that drink liquid courage, if you will, if you like a good, cold, strong beverage, if any of you have heard of the Hatfield McCoy moonshine, that's where this is at. If you remember the TV show Hatfield McCoy Moonshine, okay, that was filmed here in this hometown, same place. And that's what this channel is all about. But back to the thing, and I'm gonna cut it off right here, is to give you guys, if you're just starting out, kind of like I am. This is my 2nd season, and but my work speaks for itself. And up here, everything's word of mouth. Internet's. I mean, most, of course, the young folks have it, but a lot of the older folks, they don't even mess with it, probably couldn't even turn a computer on. And I'm not picking, I'm just saying. Here, word of mouth is king, because the one thing they do utilize the most, not a cell phone, but a phone. And it can break you quick, because it goes from house to house to house to house to house. So, that's why I'm so anal when it comes to my product, to my finish. I try my best. To give, and that's another personal motto, is I try to give people their money's worth. I always try to give more than I take. And so, it's now, I'm in my 2nd season, and now, guys, excuse me, it's a bad beard day, guys, I'm sorry. Me and my beard, man, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes I believe it has its own personality and a life of its own. Sometimes I think my beard gets up and goes to pee in the middle of the night without me. I mean, it's got its own thing going. So today is a bad beard day. So bear with me. That's why you see me. This is my first full season, my 2nd season, and it's already paying off. It's already paying off. I mean, people are actually tracking me down. I'm handing business cards out left and right. I mean, and I hope it gets even better. So with that being said, take pride in your work. I do. What most of the guys could take 30 minutes, maybe an hour to do, it usually takes me an hour and a half. It's not that I'm slow or lazy, it's that I try to think like a customer would think. I try to cut every yard if I'm cutting my own. And that's just me. If I'm not happy with it, I know they're not going to be happy with it. That's just kind of, they probably, some of them may could care less, but I do. That's me. I take pride in my work. Sometimes probably a little bit too much. You know, I end up spending too much time, and then you got to talk to the customer. Up here, everybody loves to talk. See, I run my mouth too much. But everyone here is friendly. Just about every place you go up here, they truly live by the good book. I mean, they really do. They love their neighbor as theirself. If you were hungry, all you had to do is peck on one of these doors and they'll feed you. I mean, that's just the way these folks are. I cannot tell you guys enough. Literally, if one of you come from the city, I promise you, if you came up here, pecked on one of these doors around here and said, I'm not from here, I'm lost, and I am starving, I guarantee you 99% of the time, they would say, well, come on in. Now, it might be beans and taters that you get in cornbread, but they will feed you. I promise you. That's just how these folks are. They're awesome people. And so, without further ado, I've got a few that are going to, I've got at least 2 to meet my daily quota for the day. There's a price I've got set that's my daily goal. If I hit that daily goal, I feel good about myself. I'm better. The rest, if I bust that goal, there's just kind of profit. You know what I mean? It's just, hey man, it's just more for the kitty, so to speak. So I got 2. This is going to be the first time I've cut her lawn. I picked her up last week, and so this will be first cut for her, and it's been scalped. So we'll see what it looks like right now. Probably won't be able to tell with the walk behind that I've even been on it. But she knows that, you know, because she's wanting some stripes, and I've got my mower set where it's striping better than ever, and so we'll see. I'll give you a before and after. I still don't have a stand to put my phone on, so I can't get any actual mowing footage. I promise I'm going to work on that to where you guys can actually see some, you know, going to some action shots, if you will. But I'll give you before and after. And then we're going to move on up to my ATV lodges. I got 2 before I can head to town, get the lodges, and then I'm going to get my Masonic lodge, and hopefully that's in the plans. So yeah, I've got a bunch, so I need to and start making the grass fly. So let's go, guys. Let's get it done. Let's see how many we'll get done without getting rained out. Hopefully, sun's out, but it's very, very overcast. It's going to bust a rain any second. I'm very well waiting on the animals to start pairing up in 2s. I mean, it's coming. It could go either way here. I mean, it could rain, or it can, you know, 10 minutes from now the sun pop out. So they're calling for it to be 90 or higher today. It was 90 yesterday. So let's get these 2 knocked out, head to town, and if my lodges are not too covered up and packed out, I know they got gas, but if they're not too bad, we'll go ahead and I'll give you some shots of the ATV lodges, and we'll move on into town and start knocking them out. All right, guys, let's get it done. Hey guys, real quick, remember what I told you about ATVers riding their ATVs, motorcycles on the hardtop? There you go. That was an entrance to the Hatfield McCoy Trails, and I couldn't get my camera up quick enough. I was going to show you. They were in front of me. I followed them right up the hardtop there. Off-road, I don't know, what do you guys call it? Off-road motorcycle, dirt bike, blah, 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 and 4-wheelers. So, logging truck. And like I said, I'm on my way to the first one here. I'm just a few minutes from it. Yeah. Welcome to the mountains, right, guys? Yeah, this is it. There's a difference in being from the country, from farmland, and even though these folks will tell you that they're country, but there's a difference in being from the country and being in the mountains. And believe you me, now that being said, probably nothing on the Rocky Mountains, but we got mountains, and this is how tight we're following the Guyandotte again. And this little place is called Slabtown. That's its name. And as you can see, there is no place to pass. Yeah, that's it. The river literally is there, and this is the road in. Yeah, you've left the city, guys. You're at the end of the map up here. I mean, it just is what it is. Welcome to the mountains. So, awesome, folks. Again, it's just tight. I mean, it's just it's an old mountain community. Been here for years. If I'm not mistaken, back in the day, this was just an old coal camp, like most of the towns up here. I mean, just coal rotted in, what it originated as, and it's just an old coal camp. But anyway, we're just a few minutes from it, and I'm gonna get set up. I'll give you a look at it, and then the finished product, and it'll be on the next. Luckily, look how tight this curve is, guys. You can't even see what's coming at you, or anything. So, I'll get this over this end. Whew. Man, I am still busted. Now they're making a lot of progress up here. They really are. Put the camera down here just a second. These guys will think I'm weird, man. Folks up here, they don't, you know, they're shooting something. It's a transom. See there? They very well may be bringing city water if they have it already. A lot of places here they don't have city water. So anyway, I'm gonna hop off here. Just give me a second. Let me get my rig turned around, facing out the other way, and I'll give you before and after. Okay? So stick around just 1 second. I'll be right back. Let me get turned around here. Hey guys, check this out. Remember I was telling you about snakes? See this in the backyard? If I can do this without getting tagged. I don't know if you guys can see them down in there. I just moved this log back. You see that snake back in there? There's a snake right there. See? I can't tell if that's a copperhead or what. I don't know. But he's there. And he's a lot bigger than what you think he is. So, what to do, right? We shall see. I think I'm going to investigate a little bit further. I'll be back in a second. And there you have it, guys. And another one bites the dust. Honestly, that actually doesn't look like a copperhead, actually. It's hard to tell, man, because I got him right on the head, so I can't really see that good. It doesn't look like one, but you know, my customers don't pay for it doesn't look like one. It actually does. It looks like one, but you got to remember, this is kind of stupid. If you can see, it's shedding his skin, and that's that time of the year, so it's hard to tell what they are. But guys, up here, you know, a lot of people have kids and they have pets, and this particular customer, she has 2 small dogs, and you know, they don't pay for maybe or what it looks like. Up here, you just don't take a chance, okay? And he's hard to tell because right now snakes are shedding their skin here, and so it could be misleading. It does look similar. Copperheads up here aren't bright copperish like you see down south and etc. They're more of a dull, because they blend in, a dull brown with the bands, you know, the typical bands. But anyway, we're not going to take a chance, because even a snake bite like that can make a dog sick, make a pet sick, make a kid sick, or worse. So I treated it as such, and he's no more. So I hate doing that. I really do. I don't like killing anything, but you know, they're not welcome in people's yards. They don't want them here. So that's that. Exciting morning already, and let's get started. Let's get this over with. See you guys. All right, guys. That's a wrap on this first one. Finally, it was mowed so low, man. I just about couldn't see my. That's not good. Got state troopers just rolling in. So here's the finished product, real quick, guys. There you go. There's the finished product. So, man, before something bad happens, as I was telling you guys, man, there's a lot of drugs here. And so before something goes down, I'm going to call this a rat, man. Go down and get my blower. But there's the product. There you go. Alright guys, I'm out. Let's go to the next one. Alright guys. We got your finished product. There you go. Laying them, bruh. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. On this other side, for the first time, I went ahead and tried the baseball diamond. So this other side's going to be crisscrossed. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. It's on to the next, man. As you finish product. See you guys. What's up, y'all? All right, we're at the next one. This is one of my bleh. Yeah, I'll get it out here in a second. I've been drinking Monster, so bear with me. Don't tell the wife, for goodness sakes. Man, that's all I need. So, excuse me. I usually do this that whole bank right there. I usually trim that. It doesn't look bad right now. I'm gonna let it slide this time and probably pick it up next time. So I have this one little strip right here, and again, this is, I'll get my hand out of your way. This is actually an ATV lodge. People come here just like you're renting a house to stay here for the weekend or week or whatever to ride ATVs, ride the trail. So this is one of my lodges. This is part of Living Good Lodges. They have multiple facilities or multiple homes, and so this is one of them. And I've already treated it with herbicide in a natural area, but I'm gonna have to hit it again. Poison ivy. It's not just poison ivy, but they got some kind of kudzu here, man. I've never seen it, and it's absolutely, God, it's rampant. Can't kill it. I'm probably gonna go ahead and I was waiting for this thing to bloom, and it never did. As you can tell, I've kind of already done those shrubs. And this one, I kept waiting on it to do something, and it has absolutely done nothing. And so I'm going to go ahead and take it out. So there's a look at the the sign there. So that's about it, man. That little hill, this, and I'm gonna throw a wampus cat in that little shrub right there just to get it off the sidewalk, just even it up. Give it a 1-2, and yeah, I gotta put some herbicide down bad, man. I actually trimmed up these yuccas. These things were awful looking. I mean, they were terrible, and I actually pruned those, and not long after I pruned them, bam. Now, I mean, this is recent, y'all. This has just been weeks worth, and the stalks got so big that they've fallen over. That's unreal. That's crazy. But these literally just last month look like corn stalks. I pruned them back so much. They literally look like little corn stalks standing there. Now look at them. It's crazy. And if anybody wants to know, if you don't know anything about yuccas, chainsaw will not work, hedge trimmers will not work, nothing will work on yuccas but these. Have gloves on your hands and knees, and peel them just like you would corn stalk, or like you're shucking the corn. But you literally have to pull them by hand. Fastest way, quickest way, the only way. Not even a chainsaw will work. You have to do it by hand, have to. Just a little point for you guys. Okay, let's get it done. I'll see you guys in a minute. And we're rolling. Hey, what's going on, guys? PJ back again, and the property that I just showed you guys. And look who it is. The wife surprised me with a surprise visit. As I told you guys, she's a registered nurse, travel nurse. And my beautiful wife showed up and did not like these weeds, and she said, enough's enough, bruh. And she said, I'm gonna pull them myself. Said that I stunk as a landscaper. And she said, let me show you how it's done, bruh. So, folks, meet my wife. Her real name is Carolyn, but everyone knows her and we call her Pringles, just like the potato chip. That's her name.
And that's not what you call me.
No, my actual pet name for my wife is Moose. So if you hear me mention Moose, there she is. The most absolute, gorgeous, beautiful. She was my babysitter. And the girl next door.
Really?
And yeah, what, am I lying to them? Am I lying?
That's kind of private.
What? That's
the
what?
babysitter part.
Oh,
they only know how old I am.
No, they don't. I don't know how old you are. And she, as I also call her, she who must be obeyed. The boss. They already know you're the boss, by the way. I told them. I admitted it straight up that you call the shots, you're the boss, and all that. So
Smart man.
I am a smart man. I'm a lucky man. Guys, I am blessed. This is the love of my life. I love her. She is my wife, my helpmate, everything.
Truly help me.
Yeah, as you can tell. I mean, how many registered nurses after working all day, you can even see her ID badge on. And she's
Which
hot.
You're not supposed to see.
And she's hot too. Not to mention, gorgeous gal. Actually shows up to help their man out here in 90-degree heat pulling weeds. I mean, you know, guys, I mean, that's just how I roll, bros. That's how I roll. Look at her.
Okay.
Doll baby. Is that enough?
That's enough.
Okay. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. Y'all be good. All right, guys. There's your finished product. I went ahead and cut all those stalks down. And I'll give you the overview. I wanted to shape that bush up. I got it knocked out. But there's really no stripe in that, man. I mean, it's just mostly weeds. It's more weed than it is lawn. But, excuse me, I did put the commercial mower on that. And believe it or not, I did put it on that. My lawn boy is down. It's in the shop, bag coil, and it's being repaired. And believe it or not, I did stripe that. Yeah, I put the old Jacobsen walk behind on it. No sulky. And there you go, guys. It's just neat, clean cut. You know, nothing fancy. We got that shrub off the walkway. Did get some edge. And oh Lord. No. That, excuse my snotty nose, guys. That just will not do. Remember I told you earlier that I am anal about stuff like that. So there you have it. I trimmed it and I got to prune them again. I just pruned these. There was like 15. I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10. And it's time to prune them again, guys. Yeah. You can see over there, got that. And along the walkway, or the rock wall, I just cut it. I'm gonna get, hold on 1 second, guys. Time to get in here with this air conditioner. Oh, goodness. Sorry about my hand there. I'm going to try to edit that out tonight. Before I post this video, I'm going to try to do a little bit of editing. And I'm glad you guys got to meet my wife. You'll see more of her now. She's not a camera kind of person. Even though she does love to laugh and joke and cut up. She really is like my best friend, man. Me and my wife are very close. I think she's a beautiful lady, and it's always a treat, man, when she finds me. If she knows what area I'm going to be in, then she usually tries to stop, and she tries to track me down. So it's always a treat when the wife stops by. And I ate a McDonald's burger with her real quick, and she's on her way home, and I'm gonna go get paid. I got a couple stops to make to pick up some pay, a couple different customers, and I'm gonna head home, grab a shower, and I think me and the wife are heading to Logan. It's date night, man. We try to make Friday date night, and we're gonna head into the city of Logan, West Virginia, and Tractor Supply, and pick up some feed for our hens. And I think that's about it, man. Probably pick up a little bite to eat, and I'm going to relax, man. I got a full day tomorrow, and then tomorrow night I got to head to a lodge in Crum, Masonic Lodge. And I am a Mason. I know I've referenced that once. I don't know if you guys can see that. I am a 32nd degree Scottish Rite Mason, 3rd degree Master Mason in my lodge. But I am of the Scottish Rites, 32nd, so, and proud to be. I am a traveling man. So anywho, I got visit a lodge tomorrow night, and no, I won't be putting that on video. And I got mowing again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Saturday, and I'm gonna hit a couple more lodges, probably at least 3, and then home, take a shower, and get ready for lodge. And then I don't know, Sunday I got some chores around the house, and that's it, guys. That's pretty much about it. So let's go get paid, and I will probably see you guys tomorrow morning. Guys, be safe. Have a good Friday night. Be safe out there, and I will see you guys in the morning. I'm gonna try my best to upload this tonight. See you guys. Be safe. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't care if it's a downs button. If you want a thumbs down, that's fine. At least that lets me know that that people are watching. That's the main thing. So I appreciate it, guys. Have a good night, man. Y'all be safe. Thanks.